Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're a returning subscriber here, thank you guys so much for already being subscribed to my YouTube channel, and thank you guys so much for checking out all of my other YouTube videos, which hopefully you did. And if you're new here to my YouTube channel, after this video is over, feel free to check out some of my other content on my channel, and feel free to subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. So guys, I'm back with you today with another YouTube video, and this is just going to be my May empties. I will say this month, I feel like I've gone through a lot less candles because I feel as though I was home a lot less than normal. So I'm not going to make this intro too long. I just want to say, like I always say in all my other videos, thank you guys so much for all the love you've been giving to me on some of my older YouTube videos. Like, I'm really still in such a shock and in awe that you guys got one of my YouTube videos to 700 views. But I'm not gonna ramble on that anymore. So let's go ahead and get started into my May empties. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with my May empties for the month. We're not going to start with anything in particular, but we are going to start with a specific category, and that's going to be my wallflowers for the month. So the first wallflower empty I have is this pineapple colada wallflower. You guys know how much of a critic I've been with the wallflowers, but this one was amazing. I ended up getting it last year during one of their summer wallflower sales, and I only got 2 of them, and I'm so mad at myself for not picking up any more because this scent has not came back this year, nor do I know of if it's supposed to come back. This was definitely a 10 out of 10. I put this wallflower in my bathroom and it lasted well over 2 months. It was nothing but amazing. It smelled like a pineapple paradise anytime I used the bathroom, anytime I even opened the door to the bathroom. It was a pineapple paradise. So I am mad at myself for not picking this up, but I would give it a 10 out of 10 overall. We're going to move on to the next wallflower empty. The next empty I have is Aloha Kiwi passion fruit. I ended up getting this once again last year, the same time I got the pineapple colada wallflower. I put this in the bathroom and it did not really do so well according to like me. I didn't really like this scent in the bathroom. Maybe if I put it in some place like the living room or maybe the kitchen, it would have done better, but I just don't think it matched with the smell of the bathroom. If you get what I'm saying. It was all right, but at times it did become overbearing, so I would only give it a 5 out of 10 because it did its job, but I just would not prefer this in the bathroom again, and maybe that was just my error. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next wallflower empty. The last wallflower empty I have for the month is Pink Fairy Gumdrop. Pink Fairy Gumdrop, I would say I personally prefer this in the candle. I don't really like it as much in the wallflower. In the wallflower, I ended up putting this in my living room, and it was something nice, and it just smelled like a sugary berry scent, but it just isn't something I would prefer because it is so light. With the candle, I would say you get a 10 out of 10 throw, but with the wallflower, I would only give it a 5 out of 10, just like the Aloha Kiwi, because maybe it's just where I put it at, but I didn't really like it in that room. So we're going to move on to the next category for the month, which is Fine Fragrance Mist. I will say you guys should be very proud of me because I finally finished one Fine Fragrance Mist, even though it was only a 3 fluid ounce one. So the one I finished for the month is this Belize Tropical Cabana. And this, you guys, was amazing. I ended up using this at work for 2 weeks, and as you can see how much I really loved it, I'm out of it now. This smells purely like a banana Laffy Taffy mixed with sea salt. I don't know if you guys seen it, but a few months ago I did post my haul and it smelled exactly like it did then, but I just came to tell you guys this is amazing. I loved it so much that I ended up getting a full size of it after I ran out of this. So this would definitely be a 10 out of 10 for the month, and I would definitely recommend it to somebody. The next empty I got was this Mary Cookie, Oh Snap Mary Cookie hand sanitizer. I ended up using this throughout the month, and I didn't really like it just because I feel like Mary Cookie and the hand sanitizer versus the hand soap versus the candle, they all really smell different. This was just like a vanilla scent. I didn't really get much out of it. I will give it a 10 out of 10 because it did its job. It did its job and it sanitized my hands throughout the month, but I definitely wouldn't get this again just because the smell was kind of misleading. The next category we're going to move on to is hand soap for the month. The hand soap I love the most out of the month was this sprinkled donut, or this hip hop hooray sprinkled donut. This smelled exactly like a Krispy Kreme's donut, just the original glazed donut. This is what it smelled like. I am upset I only got one of these. I definitely would give this a 10 out of 10 because it did its job. Plus, I don't feel like I had to use a lot of it throughout the month. I normally just use 2 pumps of it each time, like I wash my hands, and it was amazing. The next hand soap empty I have for the month was this Gentle Gel in the Mary Cookie scent. I definitely would not get this one again, only because I use so much of it. Normally, like the hand soap I just showed you guys, it will last me a whole entire month, but with this Gentle Gel, it lasted me 2 weeks. I felt like I had to use a lot more than what I normally did, and I just didn't like that feeling because I like all my hand soaps to last me a while. So for this to be gone within 2 weeks, I just did not like that. So I would give this probably a 3 out of 10, only because, once again, it's done its job, but I just wasn't happy with the overall usage of the product. And just like with the hand sanitizer, it smelled completely different from everything else in the line. This kind of just had a very light vanilla scent. It didn't have much of the cookie I was expecting, like in the candle. And the last hand soap empty I have for the month is this cookies and cream milkshake. It was amazing. This is a chocolate lover's dream. So if you love anything that is chocolate scented, you would definitely love this cookies and cream milkshake hand soap. It lasted me well over a month, and like I said, each time I washed my hands, it smelled as though like chocolate drizzle was on my hands. It smelled amazing. I would give it a 10 out of 10 overall because I would definitely get it again. I would say though, if you're not really a big fan of chocolate, I wouldn't get it, just because it kind of smells like hot cocoa and cream, but much creamier. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Before we get to the candles, we're gonna move on to another milestone. I finally finished an Eos Lip Balm. This is kind of random, but I finally finished an Eos Lip Balm. You guys should be very proud of me. I've never got to this point where it's completely used. This took me probably well over a year or two to use. So I am very excited about this. This is just a little gem I wanted to add in. I would definitely give this Eos Balm probably an 8 out of 10, only because I had to apply it a lot, but I did really love the scent, and the scent for this is sweet mint, if I'm not mistaken. The last 2 things I have for my May empties are these 2 candles. The first one I have here is this White Barn Frosted Sugar Cookie candle, and I love the packaging all the way around. I ended up getting this, I think if I'm not mistaken, last year at the SAS. Throughout the month, it did soot a lot. The wax is not really showing up on camera, but when I burn this candle's wax is completely black. It may be fooling you on camera, but it was completely black throughout the whole entire time of burning it. I will say I kind of felt a little bit bamboozled with this candle because the name is Frosted Sugar Cookie, but to me it kind of smells like a lemon square, and it has a really heavy lemon scent to it. I would definitely give this candle only a 4 out of 10 because it's not really what I expected. I just really expected a really sugary and sweet candle. Plus, how much soot there was to this candle, it was just really a hassle to deal with. Plus the fact that I had to cotton ball it a lot, I would only give this candle a 4 out of 10. And the last thing for the month I used was this Aloha Kiwi Passion Fruit in the candle. This candle is amazing. You just get like a kiwi juice throughout this whole entire candle. I used it for probably 6 or 7 months because I use my candles for a long period of time. This is what they look like in the inside. The wicks, as you can kind of tell, separated from each other. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. And there was a lot of soot with this candle, but I would definitely give this candle an 8 out of 10, only because the scent is just a fresh kiwi juice scent, and I really loved it for the month. And that's my last empty. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. If you liked it, go ahead and like my YouTube video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and tell me down below what's one of your favorite empties you guys use for a month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!